How you doing, Mark? Hope you're all good. So anyone watching this, just short little thing I want to go through is how would you describe yourself? How many kids you got, your job, you as a person, short little summary. How would you describe the main man himself, Mark?
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm a firefighter and paramedic. I'm married with two kids, two young kids, and they're full of energy. So I am now as well.
Which is brilliant. So let's sort of go through a few, like, as I say, brief things and touch upon your journey in the first 90 days of the Warriors. So what was your sort of reality when you first came to me, dude? And one thing I've got it down here. Do you remember what your score of, your self-confidence, your energy, all those sort of things were? What was your life?
Actually, I don't remember them at all. No, to be honest.
What was life like though when you first came to us? Do you sort of what was
I was tired all the time.
Yeah.
The jet lag feeling.
So your body image and confidence when you first came to me was about a 3. I remember we had this chat, and obviously, like, both like similar with the Marines and services, and you're in a demanding job. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I think like we both had that chat, didn't we, about it's just so much to deal with, and then when your energy is not high, it's harder to then deal with that. That was a huge thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And what sort of happened, Mark? It was kind of like a bit of a cycle, wasn't it? How would you sort of describe that position you were in?
We're working shift and then coming home, and I was the one for I won't bother sleeping. I'll sleep when I'm dead, kind of thing. And
yeah, fair. Yeah.
And it's the wrong thing to do. But now that I am, even if I only get a couple of hours extra to what I was doing, it's a massive, massive difference.
I think that's a huge thing in us blokes. Like I always say, don't I always relate to and you lot probably get sick of this now, and I talk so much about it, but like about stone men, and like back in the really old days, you'd be the guy who just works, keeps the family going, keeps the fire, and we're like that as men, aren't we? We're kind of like breadwinning blokes, and I think sometimes that's our downfall, isn't it? Because we never look at our it's almost like you say, you're taking care of everyone at your job, you're taking care of everyone in your firefight, and even like the mental health course and stuff you're doing now, and then your kids, your family. Sometimes it's just having that time back for you, and that was a reality, wasn't it? There was just no time for Mark, was there?
Yeah, and I had my own mental health issues as well with just with the job, really, with some of the stuff we're going to. And
yeah,
at the time I wasn't opening up about it, because I just didn't, to be honest.
Yeah.
But now I do.
I think that happens a lot. I think as blokes, we don't want to talk about anything negative or anything where we've had like a negative thing happen, because it's almost like it's like weakness, isn't it? None of us as blokes, we don't want to show weakness. We're all about bravado, and I obviously talk to you lads about some of the stuff I went through and some of the stuff that you guys will quite often share, and that's obviously been brilliant. But I first reached out to you, we had a bit of a chat, and I think you follow Ollie and Battle Ready Fuel and all those guys, didn't you? You kind of got in touch because of that, and then we kind of went for a bit of a call, and even just that, the initial conversation and the phone call, what sort of opened up your eyes about what we needed to do, really, Mark? What was the phone call and the conversation kind of like? How did you feel about that?
To be honest, Alex, when you bombarded me with all the stuff to do, I was going, I'll never do this.
Yeah.
And then once I was in the groups, and anything, even a silly question, there's always loads of lads to help, and it was just made easier. Like, it took a couple of weeks to get into the rhythm of it, but once I did it was fine. But there was a lot of information to take. Yeah.
It is a lot, isn't it? I think, like, you start in the zero to hero phase, and obviously, like the resources we give you and all those type of things, and the lads, like you say, it is a lot to try to rehaul where you're going and that position. And what did you think of the community? What did you think of the lads? Like, how has that benefited you, really?
So even though I don't know what 99% of them look like, you still have a good laugh at them.
Yeah, brilliant. And a lot of lads are either ex-services or current serving, or all different walks of life, which is really cool. And mainly, obviously, the lads have all had problems with confidence or problems with either physical health, mental health, different processes we've gone around. And how have you found that, like being around like-minded people? How have you found it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, like for me with the weighted vest workouts, and then one of the other lads put up something about a weighted vest workout, and we were just kind of bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
Just kind of almost killing each other with, or I'll do it this week and then you do it next week, kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's been brilliant. And obviously we've got the patches, which I'll send you. and stuff like that, and that's been really cool. And what about like the live education? How have you found that? The guest speakers, everyone we kind of bring in.
Yeah, like I wasn't able to attend all of them, obviously with shift work, but I got as much as I could. But the one that stuck out for me was the plate, the eat well plate.
Okay,
so I'd never heard of that before. And then the sleep one.
Yeah.
That you sent me a link to, I think.
Yeah.
Which I did, and it was a huge eye opener.
That's awesome. And how's that then improved? The education, the plan, the support, the community. How's the Warriors program? How's it all sort of the signature system and the side of it? How has it actually improved? Your training, your nutrition, your your life really. How's it helped?
My week is planned out now. I know when I'm working. I always knew when I was working, but now I know when I'm training. I know what I'm gonna eat. I have it all prep. 90% of it I prep.
Yeah.
10% I eat shit because I just want to.
Yeah, that's what we all say that though, don't we? We say
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
80, 20, 80-20.
Before that I was just winging it.
Yeah. Whereas
and now I actually enjoy the structure. And it makes you actually have more time.
Yeah.
Yourself when you structure it out.
How have you found that's then benefited your energy and your confidence? Where would you say your energy is now?
9 or 10 now.
Nice.
Easy.
Nice. So we've kind of gone from a 3 to a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And how does that new energy benefit your kids, your job at the moment currently with?
My daughter joined Scouts, so
yes,
I got roped into helping, but I enjoy it. Like so, yeah.
You're good at the knots. You're good at the knots, tying the knots and stuff. You're good at the knots.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the carabiners and the rescue lines and the belays and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And she got. I'm a swimmer as well, so she asked me to bring her down swimming in the sea as well. So
awesome.
I've the energy for that now. Like, and I want to do it. Like, it's not a chore, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of lads will relate to that. I think when I have conversations behind closed doors or in different areas, sometimes that's a hard. And I've had that, mate, where your partner's staying in a relationship or in certain elements. You want to go do this, want to go do that, and it's a struggle, isn't it? So I think, mate, now you've got that energy and looking at like the rest of your life, really. I think, like you said, you were maybe going down mentally and physically not in a great position. Do you think this has kind of put you on a different path? So I don't always like to keep saying it, but do you think this has changed your life, Mark, of where your direction is going?
I wouldn't say it's changed my life, but it's helped me to think about the negatives differently.
Okay. Yeah.
And rewire my thought method of it, and just kind of get the thumb out and just get things done. Like,
kind of like flip your perspective, put you
that way. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Anyone who's kind of in your position where they're a busy bloke, or even just they're a guy who's got loads of stuff on, they're not feeling confident, they're not energized, what would you sort of say to them? I always like to say, like, talk to your 90 day younger self. What would you say to that person who's maybe spinning their wheels and they're going around in the same about joining the program? What would you say to them, Mark?
Just do it.
Yeah, fair.
Just do it. Oh, absolutely. Just do it. You'll be bombarded for the first couple of weeks with all the information, but it all comes together, and there's a reason for it all.
Yeah,
like, you're not just throwing shit at us for the sake of it. Like, there's a reason for everything that you've done.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And a lot of work on your end has gone in.
Yeah,
so you're not going to do that for nothing. Like,
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I want it to be like a systemized process and a signature system, like you said, and we're obviously constantly working on that to make it simpler to follow, and even like the podcast and stuff now, so that you guys are working can catch up, and it's just so that you can go from A to B really simply, like you're saying. It's all systemized. But mate, that's absolutely awesome. Like, thanks for coming on. And have you got anything else you would want to share, Mark, or anything else, like big lessons, wins, anything else you'd want to kind of go through?
Just anyone who's contemplating doing it, just do it.
That's awesome.
Just do it. Even if you only do the 90 days, it will be a huge difference, and you'll see things differently, you'll do things differently, and just enjoy it.
Perfect. Awesome, dude. I'll stop with them there. That's brilliant, Mark. Cheers for that. Perfect. Ooh.